Drivers, to your cars.
Hello everybody, welcome to Daytona. This is the first official race of the All-Star Offline League. We are here at Daytona with the Bud Shootout. Now, first off, before I say anything else, look in the description and you will see all sorts of timestamps when the race actually starts, when there's any cautions, any kind of action like that if you want to skip past all this talking. So, anyway, this is our first race. This is a non-points race, by the way. We've got 25 cars here. The 99, who is Axel 0, he is on the pole. It was just a random starting order. So 25 laps is going to be the distance here. Check back every few days for new videos. There's going to be, in 2 more days, the Gatorade Duels. So,
Drivers, start your engines!
There we get the official command to start the engines. So, this race is non-points, but it is pretty important. There's a few races on the schedule, and I'll get to that a little later on. Probably, if we have a caution, I'll explain it a little bit further. You do want to win this race. Even though it's not for points, you want to win this race. This race, if you win, you are one of the few people that are going to get the first pick next offline series of which car you want. So, next series is going to be a little more elaborate than this one. So anyway, real quick, let's run down the lineup. The 99, Axel 0, is first. We've got the 97, who is Gavin Jones. He starts second. Skylar Rocha is in the 81. He is third. Fourth place is Stephen Pollard the third. Fifth place is Logan York. Sixth place, Ryan Benjamin. Let's see here. Well, let's just do it this way. So 6th place was Ryan Benjamin. He is in the number 48. 45 car is Tim Zimmer. 43, Dawson Montenegro. 42, Hugo Jimenez. The 40 is Tim Hoffman. 38, Sean Howell. 32, Brett Taylor. 29, Jacob Britt. 25, Felix Boscher. The 24 of Pablo West. The 21 of Ryan Bannister. The 18 of Kagan Polshiner, the 17 of Alex Jones, the 15 of Hunter Blade, the 14 of Sahara Rocha, and let's see, the 12 of Samit Ozkin, the 9 of Bruce Zero, the number 8 of Clint Spillman, and 7, Tina Livingston, and you cannot forget about number 2, Tim Brandon. He will bring the field last place, but that will change in an instant. Here we go, getting ready to go green flag at Daytona. 25 laps is the distance. Number 99, Axel 0, will lead them down to the green flag. See what happens here. Pretty nice start on everybody's part. 99 gets out just a little bit ahead of the 97 of Gavin Jones. 81 of Skylar Rocha trying to come up through the field, trying to get past the 99. I don't know if he's going to push him or if he's just going to try to get right past him. Looks like he's going to try to pass the 99. The 99 is going to go up high, try to get the 97 after him. See if they can work together and lead this first lap. Not sure if the high line or the bottom line is going to be the way to go. Obviously on this first lap you see the 81 able to get to the lead on the inside. But they are racing really close. That almost looked like the 81 got turned by the 45 of Tim Zimmer. 81 of Skylar Rocha, he is going to lead the first lap. They're still double file after the first lap. They're just not in their same positions. You see the number 2 all the way in the back, Tim Brandon. He is still, looks like a couple car lengths off of the draft. I don't think he's losing the draft or anything, but I think he's just playing it safe for now. Now they're 3 wide for the lead. 4 wide almost, and they're bumping the 45 and the 42. Tim and, who is that, Hugo. They made a little bit of contact down the back stretch. They're already 3 wide. Skylar gets put out onto the outside, so does Axel. They're going to fall back a little bit, it looks like. Now the 42 of Hugo, he is the leader. There we go. You have the top 10 right there. That does not change every second, but it will change every lap. Pretty nice racing so far. We've seen a little bit of contact already. 38, Sean Howe. He's now coming up into the lead. 29 pushing him. That's Jacob Britt. You saw that little bobble there on all the cars. I am on an online server. It just makes the racing a little bit better, and if there's a crash and a caution doesn't come out, I'm able to throw the caution. So that's always a nice thing to do. Riding with the 24, Pablo West. Man, these guys are racing so close. Look at the 45 and the 29. I think they almost made contact. That almost could have sent the 29 around. Let's go here. Look at that. They are just... That's riding with the 24, Pablo West. He's right on the 21's bumper. 25 out front, Felix Boscher. That is just... It's crazy. It's good racing, that's for sure. They're starting to get 3 wide, almost all the way back now. That number 2, Tim Brannigan, he's bringing Tina with him. Oh, the 38 up the track. Is that going to be a 4 wide scenario? It looks like it is. Sean all the way up on the top. Now they're 4 wide coming in into turn 3 out of turn 4. It does settle down for the time being. Lap number 4 out of 25. It's getting really intense already. 24, Pablo West, he's going to lead the lap. Remember, this is a non-points race, but everybody wants to win this race. Ooh, they're making a little bit of contact there. Oh, they're still 4 wide. Still 4 wide. It's going to sort out a little bit, but ooh, the 74 and the 80 might touch. Let's see. This is going to be big, I think. Somehow they save it. They collect it, and there's no wreck. I don't know how they made that. Oh, looks, is the 24 up in the wall? No, 24 is not in the wall. I don't know how they made that through there. 4 wide at this track is really hard to do. We can do 4 wide at Talladega, but when you get 4 wide at Daytona, it's just a little too much at times. The 24, Pablo West, he was the leader. He's way outside of the top 10. Look at this. Battling for the lead. The 15, Hunter Blade, he led the lap. He's on the outside. Now the 29 car, Jacob Britt. Or no, that's the 8 car, sorry. The 8 car, Clint Spillman, now he is up in the lead. And now the 9's going to try to take the lead. Bruce Zero, but Clint's going to come down and block. I think Clint sees all the racing back there and thinks, I don't want to be back there right now. This is a lot of racing. And a wreck could break out any time. We're nearing the halfway point of this race. Still no caution. It would be nice if we could go the entire distance without a caution, but I don't know if that's going to be the key or the case. Number 8, Clint Spillman, he did lead that lap. Now he's back on the outside. Looks like the inside might be the preferred line tonight. Remember, this is a night race, and the Gatorade duels, which are going to be tomorrow, I believe, or the next day, they are during the day, so it's going to probably be a little bit of a different type of atmosphere as far as racing. So far, we've seen a lot of action. Look at the number 2, Tim Brannigan. I didn't even see him come up through the front. He wanted to lead this race. Now Tina's in the front. Tim almost led a lap. He started in last place, and he's up in the top 5, so really cool for him. This entire pack, look at from first back to 25th. They're less than a second apart. Now we got another 4 wide situation back here. The number 9 of Bruce Zero, he is out to dry up in the top lane by himself. Look at the 14 now, Sahara Rocha in the lead. She wants to lead this race. The number 17, was there a crash? The 48 just got off, he just got hit. Oh, and there's a huge crash. Oh man, the 48, the 8, the 2, the 74, 7, 17, I think the 45. Oh my god, that took just about everybody out. Clint Spillman, Tina Livingston, let's see, Samet Oskin, Tim Zimmer, Gavin Jones, Kagan Polshiner, Bruce Zero, Logan York, Tina, Ryan, and there's a lot of cars that are out of this thing, I'm sure. Tina can barely even go. Yeah, Tim Brannigan, unfortunately, in the wreck. Same with Alexander Jones. A lot of cars damaged and probably going to be out of this race. Lap number 8 is when this happened. let's go back and look. I did see the 48. He got hit by the 32 of Brett Taylor. I think Brett made it through the wreck, but a lot of these guys, I mean, you see the 7 and the 2 here. Oh, wow, there was a little bit of contact there as well. I don't know, I guess the 48 came down, thought he was maybe clear. Yeah, he thought he was clear, and he just got hit by the 32. All the way down, and then, bam. Oh, the 17 was involved. A lot of cars, heavy damage. I think Tim Brannigan might have got the worst of it. Unfortunately, the 48 definitely got a big piece of the action. Let's see here. Second place, the 17, the 7. A lot of cars able to make it through. The 32 made it past. My God, but a lot of cars involved. I'm counting like 12, 13 cars that are involved. The 29 of Jacob Britt had about the closest encounter with that wreck. Let's watch from the 29's view. I don't think he got any damage from that wreck. On board with the 29. 48 comes back up the track. Nobody knew he was going to come up. Everyone thought he was... Oh, wow. Thought he was slowed down that much. And unfortunately, that's what happens. You get a huge wreck like that, and a lot of people taken out. So, I don't think the 15 didn't really get any damage either, I don't think. Well, he got a little bit of damage, but not much. So, it's about 13 people in this race. We're on lap number 10 right now. 48's able to get back into this race. He has some pretty significant damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay in the lead draft. Logan York doesn't look like he has a lot of damage. Number 8, Clint Spielman, he is back in this thing. Again, it looks like his car is pretty decent. The 45, Tim Zimmer, he's in this thing still. Number 9, Abreu Zero. A lot of these cars look like they made it away without much damage. And a 32 car. Brett Taylor, 3rd place right now. Somehow he got past that wreck. I don't know how. So, wow. Unfortunately, we've got a couple cars out. Tina Livingston is out. Tim Brannigan is out. Alex Zero is out. And Alexander Jones is out. 4 cars out of the race. 21 cars left. We're going to probably be halfway through this race when we restart. So let's go down through the field. We've got Sahara Rocha in the lead. Tim Hoffman 2nd. Brett Taylor 3rd. Skylar Rocha 4th. 5th place is Stephen Pollard 3rd. 6th place Hugo Jimenez. 7th place Sean Howe. 8th place Dawson Montenegro. 9th place Felix Boscher. 10th place is Pablo West. 11th Ryan Bannister. 12th Jacob Britt. 13th Hunter Blade. Now we're getting into the cars that were involved in that wreck. 14th is Samet Ozkin. 15th Gavin Jones. Actually, I don't think these guys were involved. I think right here Kagan Polshiner, he was involved. He's in 16th. 17th Bruce Zero. 18th Tim Zimmer. 19th Clint Spielman. 20th Ryan Benjamin. And 21st Logan York. First accident of the day. So unfortunately those 4 cars out of the race, they're not going to be able to participate in this race anymore. Once you pretty much have damage, you're just about out of these things. So 4 people out. We still have 21 people left, and we saw there was a lot of action going on. I don't know if these guys are going to try to take it easy now for the rest of this race, or if they're going to go back to 2 and 3 wide. I believe Sahara Rocha is going to probably have the most laps led. Tim Hoffman hasn't been a huge player yet, but he's up in 2nd. 3rd place, Brett Taylor. And again, you want to win this race. Now, I had said before, there's a few races this season that you want to win. This is one of them. The Gatorade Duels. There's 2 Gatorade Duels, by the way, so you want to win whichever race you're in as far as Gatorade Duel race number 1 or 2, the Daytona 500, the Allstar race, the Coca-Cola 600, the Indianapolis 500, Indy 500, whatever you want to call it. The final race at Homestead, you also want to be the points leader, second or third in points at the end of the year, and then last place in points. All of those positions and the winners of each of those races get first pick in the next offline series. Now the next offline series is not going to be like this one. This offline series, every car is pretty much identical, and it basically, I don't want to say it's luck, because the cars, you can wreck and other people can get past the wrecks anyway. But the next series, the car ratings for each driver are going to change depending on how you race, like where you finish and such. So it is kind of important to pick a certain car, so you want to win all of these races. Now we have one more lap until green flag. We are going to be on lap 13 out of 25, so we will be closing in on halfway through this race once we go green. It's been a wild race so far. We've seen a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing. I'm very curious to see how some of these guys back here are going to be able to run. Logan York, he's behind a damaged Ryan Benjamin. Ryan has a lot of damage, but it doesn't look like his hood's really that badly. Whoops. Doesn't look like his hood is really damaged. Clint Spielman, same thing. Tim Zimmer, Brew Zero, same exact thing. So, riding with Sahara Rocha now. She's going to lead this field to the green flag. Pace car bringing the field out of turn number 4. We're going to have 13 laps to go once this race goes green. Alright, pace car dives down into pit road. Sahara Rocha bringing him down to the line. And the green flag now in the air. Sahara Rocha leading the field. Tim Hoffman second and Brett Taylor third. The 81 Skylar Rocha, he comes to the outside line. I think he was trying to make a move possibly at the restart. And that's going to fade out a little bit just because he does not have any drafting help. Right now, the top 3 single file. Here comes Tim down on the bottom. Is Brett going to follow, or is he going to stay up on the high side? It looks like for now he's going to stay on the high side. Tim now hanging out to dry. He does not have any drafting help whatsoever. Sahara now on the outside getting attacked from Tim. Here comes the 81 of Skylar Rocha and the 42 of Hugo Jimenez. They're already side by side. A couple cars are trying to hold on to the back of the pack. Looks like the 8 of Clint Spielman and the 48, I believe it is, of Ryan Benjamin. They are going to lose the draft, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, Logan York, he is really far off the pace, 168 miles an hour. Clint Spielman and Ryan Benjamin, they're actually not that slow compared to this front pack. Tim Zimmer is going to be off the pace. But it looks like 17 cars are going to be able to participate and actually be in this lead pack. 43, Dos Montenegro. Look at the 40, Tim Hoffman on the outside. Sahara was second place that time by. She's still stuck on the outside. Skylar Rocha back to the front. He's led a couple laps early on in this thing. Hugo Jimenez wants to lead as well. So unfortunately, about 17 people are in this race. It looks like the 45 of Tim Zimmer, is that? Yeah, Tim Zimmer. Looks like if we have another caution and a restart, he might be able to be a player in this thing. Same with Clint Spielman and 48 of Ryan Benjamin. But the 74 Logan York, he is going to be out of contention. His only hope is if everybody wrecks. And if everybody does wreck, then he might have a pretty good shot at getting a good finish. But he is just, his car's too damaged, and he just wants to stay out there and make some laps. 45 Tim Zimmer, he has lost the draft. So 17 cars now up front in this lead pack. 3 wide up here. 38, Sean Howe. I think he was in that wreck, or he was pretty close to being in the wreck. He's in the lead. Here comes the 43, Dawson Montenegro. He has not led tonight. He wants to lead this thing. And now the 21 behind him, Robbie Bannister. He's going to try to make it 3 wide as it looks. And, well, he might not be able to get past Dawson. 3 wide. Yep, here he comes. Robbie Bannister now. To the front. Who's going to lead the lap, the 43 or the 21? The other question I have is the lap car of Logan York. Is he going to play a factor in the end of this? Last time by, he was 22 seconds off the lead. They're 3 wide everywhere up here, so if they do catch Logan York, it's going to be interesting to see who can get by. Or are they going to have another caution before the end of this thing? Another caution flag. If there's a caution flag too late into this race, it will end under caution, unfortunately. That's just how it goes, and sometimes. It's been a very exciting race. The 29 now, Jacob Britt trying to come out as the leader. The 15 of Hunter Blade, he wants the lead also. See, 3 wide, 4 wide again, back in the back of the field. Normally when we have 4 wide at Daytona, it doesn't work like I had said earlier, but when the crash happened on lap 8, they were not 4 wide, they were like 2 and 3 wide, so I say 4 wide doesn't work, and they wreck on 3 wide, and 4 wide works perfectly fine. Alright, the 18 of Kagan Polshiner, he's out in the front of the pack. He wants to win this thing. Lap 18 out of 25. Anything still goes. These guys are racing like it's the last lap every lap. Oh, it looks like the 21 might have clipped the wall just a little bit, but he continues. Let's see, Logan York. They're catching him pretty quick, while the racing up here is really wild. Yeah, Logan York, he is entering turn number 1. The field just crossed the start-finish line, so the next couple laps, they're going to catch him. Are they going to be able to catch him before they wreck? I think they're going to wreck again, honestly. They've been racing really close to each other, and wow, a lot of bobbling there with all the cars. So the number 12 now of Samet Ozkin is the leader, and of course, as soon as I say that, Brew Zero is coming to the bottom. He wants to get the lead, and he wants to lead this thing. 97 really high up the track. It looks like it's going to be 4 wide now. 97 of Gavin Jones. He, I guess, got out of line, but now he's falling all the way to the back. 4 wide situation. Oh, this is really tight. It's really close. The first few cars get past that little scenario. Now, I don't think... Well, no, Gavin's able to get back in line. Now the 12th car, Samet Ozkin, and the 9 are both up top. Ooh, the 12, 4 wide. 9 now 4 wide. It's getting really intense here. I think they all realize they're catching that 74, and we just saw him there. They're catching the 74. They want to get past him and try to be up near the front. So everybody racing. Yep, there we go. The 74. Oh no, the 74 just basically took the entire field out of contention. Oh, and they're wrecking! The 32 around, 18's involved. Another crash, the 9, the 12, the 21. Oh no. Set 97, I don't know if Gavin was in that or not, but look at this. Skylar Rocha, the leader, Dawson Montenegro. The 80 of Stephen Pollard, the 24 of Pablo West, and the 25 of Felix Boscher. They are the top 5. I don't know if this is going to... We might have a 1-lap shootout, or this might be the end of the race. I'm not really sure. 32, Brett Taylor. He had a great run. Oh, man, let's watch. Let's just see what happened. Slow motion right now. They were 4 wide up here. I don't know if the 32 got hit. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong lap. Alright. Let's look here. Oops, still a wrong lap. Jeez. What am I doing? I'm completely failing at trying to get this replay. The 74 had slowed a lot of these guys down. 32 and the 18. Kagan got into Brett. The 9, the 21. 9 had a pretty bad wreck. He got a lot of damage. He might be out of this race. Lap number 20, the second caution of the night. Alright, let's look on the helicopter view. Kagan and Brett. They were already into each other in the turn, and they collected the number 9 of Bruce 0, the 12 of Sam Oskin, 21 of Robbie Bannister, Gavin Jones, and I believe that's Sahara Rocha. They made a great save. Oh, Gavin actually got hit. Gavin got hit, but he was able to make it through that wreck. Let's ride with Gavin real quick and see what exactly, or see what he saw. It's just a huge gaggle. Huge gaggle of cars. Look at that. Oh, Gavin got clipped there, but I don't think he really has any damage. And Sahara Rocha, she was able to get past that wreck as well. If she would have been one more lane up where the 21 is, she would have been collected, but nope. She's able to get past it. So yeah, if we can get another, if we can get a restart, this race is going to probably be a one-lap shootout. Skylar Roach is sitting in first place. He's probably pretty happy about this, honestly. See the number 9 there of Bruce 0. He retires from the race. '81 of Skylar Rocha is the leader. If we do get a green flag scenario here, we're only going to have, how many cars? 8 cars are probably going to be in contention because there's Logan York. He is a lap down, and he is a lot slower than the rest of these guys. The 15 of Hunter Blade. A lot of these guys that are behind him, some of them were in crashes already. Fortunately, Brett Taylor was in the wreck. I don't think he came down pit road, so he's just hoping to get as close to the front as he can right now. 48, Ryan Benjamin, Clint Spielman, they're back there trying to get to the front. Let's see here. I don't know if the pace car's lights are going to go off or not. The best case scenario is if the 74 gets out of line and these guys that are behind him can get past him, we might have a better race. Oh wow, it looks like we're probably gonna have a one-lap shootout. We're on lap 23. If the pace lights go off next time around, it'll be a one-lap shootout. It's gonna be really interesting. Skylar Rocha right now and Dawson Montenegro, they are the 2 that are in the best seats. We've seen Skylar get pretty good starts, but that last restart we had, he did get out of line. He went up top, and he did lose a lot of positions. Dawson somehow crept up through the front, and he's in second place. Don't forget about the 80, Stephen Pollard, he's in third. The 24, Pablo West, he's fourth. Fifth place, Felix Boscher. Let's see, sixth place is the 42, Hugo Jimenez. Seventh place is Sean Howe. Eighth place, Tim Hoffman. Ninth place is Hunter Blade. And 10th place is Jacob Britt. Remember, the top 8 are in front of the lap car and the damaged car of Logan York. Really hope this race gets back underway. I know when there's a lap car in the race, they usually add 1 extra lap under caution. So Skylar's hoping they don't go green. Dawson and everyone else behind him are hoping they go back to green. Haven't seen any mechanical failures yet tonight, so that's a good thing. Everybody's cars... Oh, jeez. Right as I say that, who is that? Ah, Gavin Jones. Gavin Jones just signed up for the offline league today. Well, yeah, earlier today. So he, unfortunately, is going to be out of the race. Man, that really sucks. But luckily, it's not a points race, so anybody involved in a wreck or having a mechanical issue, don't worry, you guys aren't losing any points. It's just a fun little race that we're doing. So let's see here. The pace lights are off on the caution car, or on the pace car. Wow, the caution car. Lap 24. It will be a one-lap shootout. This is going to be wild. Can Skylar hold the whole field off and win this race? Remember, up next is going to be the Gatorade Duels. So, how that's going to work, I'm going to take everybody that signed up, going to qualify all of them, and then the odd number and the even and odd number cars are going to be in different races. Duel number 1 is going to be the even cars, duel number 1 is going to be the odd cars. So first place, third, fifth, all the way down. The second race is going to be the even cars. It's going to be a really short race. Both duels are probably 10 or 15 laps at the very most. It's going to be a lot of fun now. And that will set the starting lineup for the Daytona 500. Now, whoever qualifies first and second, you guys automatically start first and second no matter where you finish. And everybody else will line up based on where they finish. If there's a wreck or if you have a mechanical issue in either race, no matter where you qualified for the 500, you will go to a backup car and start in the back of the field. That does include first and second. You guys, if you're in a wreck or if you have a mechanical issue, go to the back of the field. So here we go, Skylar Rocha coming out of turn number 4. The pace car's lights are off. Pace car's going to be coming down in the pit road. We are going to have a one-lap shootout in the Budweiser shootout race. One-lap shootout in the shootout. So here we go. The field patiently waiting for the pace car to drop down. The pace car drops down. Now it's up to Skylar to get a good start. And the green flag is now in the air. There they go, the 81 Skylar Rocha. One more lap to go. Does anybody have anything for him? 74 did get past. A lot of people made it past. So that's good. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get to the front. Look at the 24 of Pablo. He's coming down for third. Dawson right now is in second. He hasn't made a move on Skylar yet, but here he goes. Is Dawson going to win this race? Dawson now on the inside. Skylar on the outside. They both have drafting help. 7 cars, it looks like, is going to be in the mix for this thing. The 24 of Pablo West, he's going to try to get below Dawson. I don't think he's going to be able to. Skylar dropping back to 4th, now maybe 5th place even. Last turn, last corner, the 24 comes down low. Who's it going to be, Dawson or Pablo? Coming down to the checkered flag, it's going to be Dawson. Wow. Dawson Montenegro, he wins the race by a very small amount. And if this would have been another lap, Dawson would have fallen back to about 5th place. Skylar Rocha, unfortunately, back to 6th place after restarting first. Here's your official standings from this race. Dawson Montenegro, Pablo West, Felix Boscher, Sean Howe made it up to 4. Hugo Jimenez 5th. Skylar Rocha 6th. Tim Hoffman, Stephen Pollard the 3rd. Jacob Britt, Sahara Rocha the top 10. 11th place, Hunter Blade. Brett Taylor 12th, and he was in that wreck, and he was able to stay pretty close to the front, so he didn't have a whole lot of damage. Tim Zimmer 13th. Ryan Bannister 14th. 15th is Samet Oskin. 16th, Kagan Polshiner. Now all of these guys here from the 45 down were in that wreck. Ryan Benjamin 17th. 18th, Clint Spielman. 19th, Gavin Jones. Actually, did Gavin... It looked like Gavin finished the race. Yeah, he did. So something happened and he was able to get back in this thing, so that's pretty neat. Good job, Gavin. Your team is pretty cool, pretty good. 20th, Logan York, involved in that first caution. Bruce Zero was involved in the second caution. He's 21st. 22nd through 25th, they were all involved in that first caution and out of the race. 22nd, Tina Livingston. 23rd, Tim Brannigan. 24th, Alex Zero. 25th, Alexander Jones. So that was the first race in this offline series. Dawson, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you won the race, and I know Dawson, somewhat know Dawson, so on the next offline series, you are one of the guys that gets to pick first. So Dawson Montenegro in the number 43, winning this race. Now next up, we're going to have qualifying. All of these guys are going to be involved in it. Now, there was somebody on YouTube on the sign-up sheet that did sign up for the number 6. He did not give me his name, yet you are going to be involved in the Daytona 500 and in the Gatorade duels. But I have to use your YouTube name for now. Please give me your name if you're watching this video. I would really appreciate that, so I can add your real name in. Until next time, remember to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Anybody watching this, if you guys don't know me on a personal level, or if you don't know me on like the SRD forums, please either find me on the SRD forum, comment below, or email me at 86colton86@gmail.com. I need everybody's email addresses if possible, mainly because at the end of the series, at the end of the season, when the points are done, everybody is getting a prize. So the top 3, if I don't know who you are at the end of the series, you can't get your prize until you contact me. So go ahead and do that. If you do comment below, like with your email address or with your username at SRD, I will delete the comment after I write it down, so that way your email is not on my video, like, and some random person can find it. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Get ready for the Gatorade duels. They're up next. It's going to be a fun race, and then the Daytona 500. Alright, we will see you next time. This is the All-Star Offline series. Have a great night.